Well,
perfect following. It's like we'll just do it all the way through. We'll just talk about it.
Comedies.
And this is what's going to happen the whole time. We'll do a stream, and people come in, they come in, but it's like how many? Trying to think right now. It's like we have they already have 442 people in there, so that's good. I'll try to go back.
Comedies.
Like this is what I got to do it the whole time. It's like it's like somebody, for the love of God, please figure out how to do this, please. If it's Goddard or whoever, please somebody figure out how to fix this thing, because it's. Let's just get to. I want to make sure, because there was a really dumb person. There was a really dumb person that was in the
Outlaw Nation.
The last stream, who said like, "Oh, what super? Because you can't get the Schmoebot working. Schmoebot's working. It's not the Schmoebot. It's the fact that you have these people screaming and yelling Outlaw Nation every 5 seconds, and I don't want the fans to have to deal with that the whole time. So let's get some fucking person who's sitting there going, "Oh, what? We don't matter. The followers matter." Yeah, of course. It's the whole point. I don't want people hearing screaming and yelling the whole time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go through. Let's try to talk about it and go through. Hopefully Goddard and
Comedies.
Goddard can get in there, and I don't know. He wrote something about signing up to Twitch. I don't know what that is. So let's see. Let's figure it out. What we'll do right now is go in and we'll go to Streamlabs and we'll read the comments.
Drip, baby. Drip, drip.
Sure, why not? Let's go. We'll start here with going back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the movie trivia Schmoedown.
They're tied into the audio of the Schmoebot.
It's
the same source.
Yeah, it's just, Ben, I can't. I'm on the air, dude. If you can go and either sign up or go into Twitch and figure out how to maneuver it, it would be great. I got to read people put in yeah. All right, let's see. Let's go. Let's start with
Comedies.
Let's start with comedies. Devligian. Also, have you heard the new? Oh, let's see. Going back over to House Heisenberg, who said some of his favorite directors are Nolan, Tarantino, the Russo brothers, Martin McDowell, Mel Gibson, and Steven Chbosky.
Let's get ready to Schmoedown.
So that's what I mean. It's like I can't. How am I going to keep doing the show with that happening? It's like I can't. I just can't. I don't know. I don't know what to do here. So that's the problem. So if you are that dummy that was in there before, then you understand that's what I don't want to do. I don't want someone's comment that they put in there to. All right, I got this one. This might actually help.
Yeah, the call.
So let me see if I can get this. Hold on one second, guys. I'm going to take a break. I have to take a quick phone call, and then I will figure out if we can get this shit to stop. Hold on 1 second.
Got it.
Then let's get ready to Schmoedown.
All right. Thanks, dude. I'll let you know. Or I guess you're watching. All right.
Yeah, it's just ruined. The whole show is just completely screwed because it's like every second that I try to talk, like I have either myself or Roka or somebody screaming like with these sound bites. No one knows. David doesn't know. Like whatever happened, whenever you guys set up Twitch and you have like every time someone signs up to Twitch or anytime like.
Oh, that actually makes sense. Okay, I disabled all of them.
You just disabled all of them?
I disabled all of the follows.
Okay.
That should be it. I didn't think that it was gonna affect people on YouTube. Because that should have been a Twitch specific thing.
Yeah, it's just it's coming in through OBS, so that's where it's. So I mean, I see it's still showing up. I don't hear it anymore. Wait, do I? I still. Well, okay, that's okay. But it still pops in with
Zoffler Tinflaus is in the house. 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 Zoffler Tinflaus is in.
So each one of these cameras is a scene, and he says, "All right,
all right. We should be no, but we still have that. But whatever. At least it's not yelling anymore. So that when you see that on the side there, at least we'll see who signed up, but we won't hear it anymore. Thank God. So as long as for now, that's fine.
we're still getting the job done and getting the followers. We
Yeah.
just don't have to hear."
No, yeah. I mean, obviously, we want to. I'm excited about this.
There's Schmobot disruptions, and then there's hearing drip,
right.
drip.
It's drip, drip. Yeah, right. So,
Over.
the good news is that we're 455. Let's start over. So we're going to start over, everybody. So let's let people know. I'm going to do this right now. This is really. I mean, it was it was not fun. It was not fun to do. So let's get it started again.
So Fraggle Rock. Let's get
Yeah,
back
let's
to
go back to Frank. No, but we lost all that stuff in the beginning there.
So, yeah, there was a good one too. There was like a.
Yeah. All right. Let's start with this. Let's get right to House Heisenberg. Some of my favorite directors are Nolan, Tarantino, Russo brothers, Martin McDonagh, Mel Gibson, Stephen Chbosky, the guy who made Wonder and Perks of Being a Wallflower. Yeah, it was both really, really good. I was happy with both those movies. Liked both those movies very much. And Nolan is an obvious one. I mean, I think you got Interstellar and Inception and Prestige. So many, and obviously The Dark Knight. So many movies that he's got that were just incredible. And I think Nolan will pop up a lot on this particular list. The Schmobot is on, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to do it. If not, then we are making sure that we're listening to everyone. One of the reasons why we had to take that break, because we didn't want people to be listening to the Twitch notifications the whole day. So that's what was really important to us. So, and again, to be completely honest,
at least they have.
Yeah, so I'm gonna do this.
Oh,
see you later, buddy.
Somebody just schmobot a drip.
Oh,
now they're trolling.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, that's pretty funny. So, we lost the whole thing. Yeah.
Is this a new feed?
Yeah, we lost all the stuff that we did at the beginning.
Roaring.
It was a
The
fun
ghost
show.
of Southward and Flaus is mucking up the works.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good day, gentlemen. My favorite director is Alfred Hitchcock. There are several directors whose work gets a pass from critics a lot of time just because of who they are.
Yeah, that's true. I think that there are. I mean, there's some people who put some movies out there that are just okay, maybe.
Yeah.
And not great. So, but everybody's got.
Don't even care if this gets read. Just want to show my love and support for the show and all involved. But since you asked, Edgar Wright has never made a bad movie.
He's made some really good ones. I'll tell you that. I really like Baby Driver. I know some people are torn on it, but I love that movie.
Really? Oh, I loved
Loved it. Yeah, it's true. I loved it. So let's see. Okay, so he muted them all. Okay, great. Can we see if we can get rid of the actual alerts when they pop up on screen? Can you ask Goddard if you can do that? Get rid of those alerts. Like we keep getting these alerts from Twitch.
It seems like it's built. It's in the OBS. Can they get in?
It's not. Oh, and then there's that.
What is that?
It was going so good, Brett. We were having such great shows, and then Twitch came along. But I am excited about that show.
Yeah,
I'm really excited about that show. I want to see. Because Emma's so good over there.
Well, and they can't have that going on during their show, right?
Well, no, that's not going to happen. It's just connected through OBS for some reason, and now every time.
And your winner. Thanks for your dedication, guys.
It's pretty good. Thank you.
I love that they're just
they're having fun with
poking the bear with a stick with the.
No, but that to me is funny. It was I'm sitting here thinking, because I don't like when the fans have to, like, if I think about it in the fans' point of view.
Yeah.
If I'm sitting there listening to a show and all I hear is, "And your winner, Roll On Nation." I'm losing my mind. It's a terrible show. And then you get this one fuckface who's going, "Oh, what? Because the Schmoebot's not working? We're not important?" No, the Schmoebot was working when I turned it off.
Yeah.
I said, "What are you talking about? Get out of here." It's like, bye, leave. The point is that I want to make sure that you guys aren't listening to all that shit because it's a terrible show and it sounds like shit. And in order to put on a good show, we want to have I even think that we maybe should save this topic until tomorrow because it's like this topic needs 2 hours. This topic needs 2 hours.
This is a test donation for $1.
Great. It needs time. So I think let's pull.
This is a test donation for $1.
Who's doing that now?
This is that's
Great.
not a real one, right?
No.
That's the testing.
No, it's a test.
I think-
And now, good. Esteban C8 is a winner. Who's that?
That's the
What a disaster. Why would you do this? Great. And now we have this noise that
What
we got
is
to
that?
deal with.
What is-
I think that's a super chat noise, but it's like the whole. It is.
yeah. What is that? I can't even see from here. It's like a
It's
zombie.
just it's a zombie running around. What happened? Why is that? Like, it took us so long to figure out the frame rate. It took us so long to figure out everything. I got everything going with the sound here. I could split the screen. Everything was fine. And now it's like this whole. I got to see alerts all over the place, and the noises are a mess. And it's like
There's the voices in your head already.
there's voices in my head already. It's like now I got to save, and I'm gonna have to save all these. Goddard, can you please, for the love of God, go into the Streamlabs and please find a way to mute that beeping when the super chat comes up, or David or somebody, please. So the Twitch is up, and let's see what the Twitch is at the moment. I'm sure we're at 500 now.
Yeah.
People are just joining it just to
fuck with you.
for the fuck with me. No, we're at 466. So, anyway, so I want to save. Don't put in any Streamlabs or super chats for the directors because I'm going to save it until tomorrow because the actors took 2 hours to do,
Yeah.
and I don't want to not have this for you guys. So we'll talk about the news and things that are happening because I want to make sure that I get to everybody's comments. So hold back on the directors if you can. And then, so I think what you have to do, Goddard, is go into Streamlabs and just mute that, mute the super chat alert, please, for the love of holy, of all that's holy. I'm gonna go back to let's start with this Hunger Games prequel then. And please, guys, just so again, don't bring up any directors or anything too. We're gonna save that for tomorrow.
I swear to God, if one fucking person tells me the director's name,
Yeah, right. No, that again,
fucking put Spielberg in the chat?
no, it's just I want to make sure again. Like I said, it's a matter of
Yeah, you want to save it because it was going to be.
it was the whole thing.
We're already 10.
It was the whole thing. And
10
now
to
it's-
11
yeah,
right now.
no,
You can't get into it.
here, I'm gonna do this instead. Brett, tell
The
do me
prequel-
a favor and tell them about your day.
Well, my day so far has been watching you get very, very frustrated
Yeah.
and trying to help, but I don't know any of these things, and I'm getting text alerts too from maybe he should change this, and then I'm seeing people comment on what you should do, and yeah, it's a brave new world we're living in right now. But and then we have that.
It's still going on, I guess.
Yeah. The fruit and flouse is in the house.
You got to buy me a little more time, buddy.
Well, yeah. Okay, let's see here. Yeah. My brother is right now at Costco. I just found out. He showed me a line around Costco. And he's trying to get into Costco, and he's 6 feet apart from people. I woke up. I watched that wrestling thing this morning. Yeah, I mean, it's been a wild, wild ride this morning. I had some Fruit Loops. They were delicious. I haven't eaten those in a long time. I just think that today is probably going to go down as one of the best shows. People are going to say
Ever.
this is the best show
Yeah.
ever.
Ever.
And this is going to be the one that really makes it for us. So that just didn't go through, right?
No. What that? Oh yeah. So that Schmoebot didn't go through. So whatever they did over there, they muted the Schmoebot.
I think this all happened.
All right, I'm just going to read everything off. Here's what I'm going to do today, guys. This is going to be the show, just because it's not. It was funny. I started off the stream. I was humming and doing everything too, and then I was like, oh no, what is this? What is this? This fucking Twitch shit.
Oh yeah,
happening?
I walked into
what is this? What is happening? And then, so all the Twitch stuff has really screwed up this show tremendously. So what we're going to do, we can't go back to doing the directors. We're going to do that tomorrow. So any of the directors' comments that have come through Streamlabs and Super Chat, I'm going to save those for tomorrow because we'll redo the show for tomorrow. But today I'm just going to go through all the Streamlabs Super Chat of other things you guys want to talk about, any Super Chat that or any Schmoebots that did come in, even if they're, well, Schmoebot director ones I'll save for tomorrow. And then we'll move on. I'll read all the Super Chats and probably make it a really short show because I have to figure out how to do this because we have other streams and other things that we need to do, and this is it's ruining the shows. So we'll figure it out. Devlagan, who put in this is for backstage yesterday. Sorry, let's now get to House Heisenberg. Some of my favorite directors. Yeah, we'll do that one. Jim Majori said, I'm listening to yesterday's episode on Spotify. I've been listening to Rise of Skywalker on Audible. What do you recommend? Would you recommend the other novelizations? Yes. What other books? I always say Lost Stars. That's the one you should start with for sure. Justin Square, happy Wednesday, guys. I can't watch it live because I'm working from home as an instructional aide. And at 10, I have a Google Hangout session to get on a class of second graders and a Zoom session after that with more second graders. Wish me luck. Good luck, Justin.
Yeah.
Justin's one of the big supporters, man. I love Justin. He also says, it's me again. I'm sending a couple of jokes your way. Warning, don't get your hopes up. First joke, what is the difference between a teacher and a train? Answer, a teacher tells you how to not chew gum, and train goes choo-choo. Nice. I like that. Justin Square. Here's joke number 2. What's green and has wheels? Answer, grass. I lied about the wheels. That's good.
That one. See, now
That's
we're
good.
getting there.
I like that. Yeah. Ben Rayner puts in a director one I'll get to tomorrow. Justin Square says, last joke. I hope you guys aren't finding these too ridiculous. For this one, I'll tell you the answer. You have to talk it out loud to understand it. How did the turtle cross the freeway? Answer, you take the F out of the free and the F out of the way. Oh, nice. Matt Chapman, 1 out of 2. Finishing yesterday's episode of SEN, I'll be watching today's. On yesterday's show, Christian mentioned that he had not seen Confessions of a Dangerous Mind. I don't know if anyone else circled back to it yesterday. To see it? No.
Oh, that was the one that was talking about the Chuck Barris story, the guy from the Gong Show.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay, okay. Matt Chapman, I really think that you'll like this flick. It's based on a book by Chuck Barris. The screenplay is written by Charlie Kaufman. It's directed by Clooney. It's a wild ride. All right, cool. Lawrence Leese, can't wait to see Christian on Live at the Roxy. Yes, I'm going to be on Roxy's show a little later on today. That's going to be fun. Probably could have done it earlier now, considering we have an earlier show.
Oh, you're doing that today?
Doing it today, yeah. See that guy over there? Hello, SEN crew. It's been a couple of weeks since I donated, but I'm watching daily. My dad just tested positive for COVID-19 2 weeks ago. He's all right, though. He's doing fine. My favorite directors are Tarantino, Wright, Fincher, Nolan, and Vaughn. Well, we're glad that he's doing okay.
Definitely.
Thank you. See that guy. J.J. Winward, Hera Ring is a director one. Michael Rhett Dingus, can you explain more about Twitch? I downloaded and everything last night. I just never used Twitch. A little bit to what to expect and what I should have ready. Can I just have a smartphone? I feel old. I don't know enough about it. I think that Goddard's in here. He can let you know. I think you're just going to be able to play along. It's similar. It's like a live stream where you're going to play along with the characters as they're playing this game. Sir Lord Attenborough, who's director based Streamlabs. This just in. I posted in the Facebook groups last night talking about how you guys should watch Debs, which leads me to one of my favorite directors, Alex Garland. We'll get to that tomorrow also. D-Train, have you heard or remember the movie The Bear? It's about an orphan bear cub who befriends an adult male grizzly as 2 hunters pursue them through the wild. I revisited it, and it's massively underrated. Show it to your kids on Amazon Prime. I feel like I have seen that movie.
Is it animated?
No, I
or
think
is
it's live action. I feel like I have. I feel like I did like that too. Trash Panda, that's also Streamlabs. Director Streamlabs. Jake Robles, speaking of wrestling documentaries, have you ever seen Beyond the Mat? Oh, yeah. Great for wrestling fans. Yeah, absolutely. It was one of the first things I saw when I was out here. It focused on Mick Foley, and it showed kind of exposed what was going on with Jake the Snake Roberts at the time. So that's a really it's a great one. So that
came out at
99.
99.
It's a 99 2000 around that area. It's a great documentary. Jay Scotty for real. Who put in a director one? Knapsack's Ponytail. Same. A lot of one that are in there for directors that I'm going to have to get into tomorrow. And Alan W., you don't have to be specific. What is the best way for us to be financially supportive? Used to be listen to the podcast all the time because it was most easy, but thought YouTube was better for you. Just wondering if you give more detail. I mean, look, to be honest right now, I think that if you can if you just go into the Apple Podcasts and putting in like a rate and review on either SEN Live or the Schmoedown podcast feed, that's very helpful. It's super helpful. So if you can do that, that helps tremendously. Now, the likes on YouTube for sure. So those types of things.
Isn't it? Weren't you saying to me that it's like it's more about engagement than it is numbers these days? Like if you could have a million followers, but if none of them are liking and commenting, then it's
doesn't. Engagement is the main thing. You look at Schmoedown. It's like to having people like that are locked in and watching and listening to the whole matches. I'd rather have 20 to 25,000 people watching the whole matches than 100,000 people who watch 10 minutes of the match or just the trivia.
Yeah,
it's like. So that to me is it's way more, and you can invest more into it because of it.
And send bricks of gold.
Yes, that's Jeremiah Morris says, Christian, didn't your mom teach you how to dress? Well, that's true. Eddie 314, Christopher Nolan, directing one. Dylan, why don't we get discussion going? Same thing. We'll go back to that tomorrow. We have a lot to do tomorrow. Jesus Fernandez, who put it in? Same thing.
Might be Jesus, but.
It could be. Lawrence Lease, how dare you put me in timeout? Just kidding. Thank you, Lawrence. Sorry about that. Jeremiah Morris did a test for us. So Go Oyama. Dylan, it's all good. I'm high as balls. Just caught myself dancing to the song alone, dancing in my living room. Okay, now all this.
I see when you're not.
But now the super chats are gone. Like, I don't know what the hell's happening right now. All right, I'll figure it out. It's one of those things. Dylan says it's all good. I'm high as balls. Roca Senior Discount, who says the Fullerton Flouse is in the house. Winston Marshall, drip. Embrace your geekiness. Ring. The ghost of the Fullerton Flouse is mucking up the worst. Good day, Joe. That was working. That Schmobot did go through, and all the other Schmobots aren't working. Embrace your geekiness. Ring. The ghost of the Fullerton Flouse. Josh Burnett, don't even care if it gets read. Just want to show my love. Talked about Edgar Wright. Yep. Scruffy Nerd Herder, and your winner. Thanks for the dedication. Hotel Nerd. Is anyone else hyped up for James Wan directing Multiverse of Madness? It's a perfect choice. By the way, any update on Bateman and COVID? Is he okay? Bateman's doing better. He hasn't 100% been diagnosed with it. His doctor just thought it was potentially hasn't been tested, I don't believe. So
no, I saw him in a lineup and he showed like a picture on his story that he got a test. I don't know how long.
No results yet.
Yeah, I don't know how long those take to go through.
Gingerbread, who put in a director one. Cheryl Dick Pants. Let's get ready to Schmoedown. My favorite director is Michael Bay. Just kidding. Billy Belford, who says, I finally have a day off to catch the show for the first time in months. I never cared about directors till watching the Schmoedown. Have a great show, and don't let the tech keep you down. We're still here for it. Thank you, Billy. Glad to have you back. I haven't seen you in a little bit. Count Druku, where are the SD cards? Love you guys. With you through it. Miss Mama Lion. And J Blame Gravity. I don't know, guys. It's really not all and your winner that distracting. Maybe can we get let's get ready to Schmoedown, power through this whole thing. Drip. Heads up. You guys are doing great. Comedies.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Hotel Nerd. What's white, black, and red? A zebra and a blender. Real nice. So that's everything inside of the, and this is Paul Denuzio, just a donation for the frustration. Keep on trucking. Thank you guys. I appreciate it. It's a bummer because the show is really going to be pretty awesome today, and I was excited about it, and now we just couldn't get it going. So let me see. And then for some reason, this thing's going on in Streamlabs where it's not registering the super chats now. It's just one of those days, everybody. So I can't see the super chats for some reason.
Is Mercury in retrograde?
Yeah, I get the frustration. We the shitwads don't care. We'll always love you guys. Signed ass hats. This is from Zachary Sutliff. The few super chats that I can see. Cass Dragon R3 Born says, I went to the zoo once. It had one dog. It was a Shih Tzu. Very nice. Trying to find all the ones that I can find, like back here. So this is Larry Lease. Can we? Oh, that's nice. Can we raise? Okay, just to show appreciation of Christian and Brett. You don't need to do that. That's it's nice of you guys. It's one of those days. Shyla Music, Albert Pine, of course. RZA is a good director, too. All right, let's see. Larry Leese, Flirt and Flouse is my director. Yeah, go through. Trash Panda, Brett, Take the Hat Off. Haskell 420, Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Title thoughts. That's not bad. I like it. It ties everything together and brings in Carnage. I think that's an interesting idea.
What was the title for?
For Venom 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I think that's everything. That's everything. That's everything that I have that I can register. It's one of those days today, guys. So let me see. I'm going to go back over here and see if we can talk about anything else that's inside of the. It's going to be a very short show today, so I want to make sure that this doesn't happen tomorrow. So I'm going to spend the next because I am doing Roxy's show later, and I don't want to spend the next hour and a half doing all this. So I got to figure out how to do this. So let's I'm going to go through. We talked about Rise of Skywalker before. Mandalorian season 3 is already in development, which is good news. That means that they're happy with. That means that they're happy with 2. They probably did very well, obviously, with 1, and I wouldn't be surprised already if they knew that. Pre-production has already begun on a 3rd season of the live-action Star Wars series, The Mandalorian, for the Disney Plus streaming service. Variety broke the story, saying that creator Jon Favreau. You know what? Let's do that. That Jon Favreau has already been writing for the new season for a while, and Lucasfilm Vice President and Executive Creative Director Doug Chiang has been at work creating concepts for several weeks on the 3rd season. Another source indicates the production design department begins working on the new season this week as they require a huge lead time, which explains why things are moving on this so early. The 2nd season wrapped production a month ago, finishing off all of its filming requirements by early March. That's good. So that means that COVID didn't affect it as far as shooting goes. Right before the coronavirus shelter-in-place orders came into effect. The 2nd season will debut in October, meaning it's likely the 3rd season will premiere in late 2021. The Mandalorian was the major launch series for the Disney Plus service, and it was said to have played a significant part in the service acquiring its 50 million subscribers in its first 6 months.
Originally, they said November, right? And then they went October?
Was that the case? I don't remember.
I thought so.
Either way, though, this is like any other network. If you put out, because originally when they said Mandalorian was going to come out, they said limited series, but that didn't mean that it was one season. It just meant limited series means it could be over whenever.
Yeah.
Right. So after they have all these people sign up for it, then of course Disney's like, well, let's figure out, like, can you guys do, how many of these seasons can you do? So Favreau and everybody else can probably figured it out. So they figured it out. They go, this is exactly what we're going to do for 3 seasons. And if you look at what they did last season, it certainly opened it up for a lot for this season. So now it's going to get people hyped up because they know the 3rd season's coming. I think it's a no-brainer if you know that this is your Stranger Things right now.
Yeah.
Or if you will, House of Cards when Netflix first kind of launched their series. But this is their show. This is the show they have to continue. It's a smart move.
Are you concerned if they start in bringing storylines that people have, or things that are canon, then it's going to start becoming like what you hate about talking about Star Wars now, where it gets kind of like if they bring in things that like people know the backstory and they're like, well, that's not right. How can that match up?
No, because I trust in both Filoni and Favreau. It's if there's news that they're leaving the project and other people are overtaking it, and Kathleen Kennedy puts so and so in there instead of Favreau and Filoni, then I'd be very concerned. It's also why I'm concerned with the Obi-Wan series, because I feel like they said, oh, we had a hit series there, we're not doing movies now, so let me direct all my attention here, and then we're going to start hearing we've heard more problems on Obi-Wan the same way that we've heard problems on movies that we've had with its Rogue One or Solo. There were none of those problems on Mandalorian. And then once the executives really started getting their hands dirty on the TV series part, now you're hearing all these things. There's writers replaced, things are getting, and it was getting backed up way before COVID hit. So that's the concerning stuff. That's why someone posted in like 2 years ago, if someone would have said, if you can only have the Mandalorian or the Obi-Wan series, what would you take? I probably would have taken Obi-Wan. I take Mandalorian season 2, 3, 4 way over Obi-Wan right now, because I do trust in Deborah Chow very much so. I think she's a phenomenal director, and I think she's absolutely the right choice to direct all of them. I love that we have one director that we're going to have her voice for the entire thing, because her episodes were the best part of Mandalorian. So that part I love. What I'm concerned with is what's happening. Why are you changing around the story? If you announced at D23, this is like the 8th time that Kathleen Kennedy has done something like this, where she said, we're doing this, and then it doesn't happen. Whether that they're going to make an announcement, they're going to do this. Then what they did was she said, we have all the scripts written. They're all ready. They're all ready to go. And now they bring in all new writers.
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, what? Like, so it could be absolutely the right move. Maybe they put people in the room and they said, oh, we got a better take on this thing. And because of COVID, we now have a way to be, to push it back and take our time, because taking your time on a series, especially one like Obi-Wan, which people are waiting for and all eyes are going to be on, you have to do that.
Mm-hmm.
You have to do that. And I think that had the problems of Rogue One and Solo and all these other things and the firing of Trevorrow and all these things had not happened, then I would have been like, yeah, this is just part of it. But it's just like there were no problems. There were no problems on Mandalorian, at least from what were reported, or no pushbacks or any of that kind of stuff. And then, or no replacement of writers and all that. And then it's just like, oh, well, we don't have movies to focus on anymore. Hey, we'll help you guys over here now. And now do this, do that, do this, do that. And it's like, oh no. Like that's where I get out of here. So that's kind of where I.
Is there any chance they'll bring us the Mandalorian earlier if this continues on too
No,
long?
because they want to push. They have Clone Wars, which is now finally heating up, which will be, I don't know, whenever it hits. They'll push through. They'll push through and wait until maybe September.
Can you call your people for my kids' sake?
Sure, and tell them to do it. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I don't know how you guys feel. Let me know. I'm gonna check.
Does anybody else not really care about the Hunger Games prequel?
Oh yeah, we talked about the Hunger Games briefly.
I don't know. For some reason, that's one I don't feel like I want to see the backstory.
It's just basically seeing how everything kind of came to be. That's the main thing. Hotel Nerd, thank you for that. Travis D. All Hail Our Ring put in a Schmo about directors. We'll do that tomorrow. Johnny Epp. Christian, you said your favorite wrestling match is Steamboat versus Savage. What's your number 2 and 3? See, there, as far as, I mean, Bret Hart, and I echo Brad Gilmore's sentiments in the Stone Cold Steve Austin and Bret Hart match. I think that match did something that a lot of matches can't do when you were able to do a switch on making one guy the good guy and the guy that comes in as a bad guy leaves as a good guy and vice versa. That's hard to do. I also think I'm like a lot of old school matches, I mean, I also would go I think Steamboat and Flair at Wrestle War 89 was awesome too. So it's a great one. A little more old school and everything too. And it's not that I don't like The Undertaker. I think he's one of the best people that has ever entered wrestling. And if you hear about what he did for the locker room and how, I mean, he's just widely respected, and I completely understand why. He's like a wrestler's wrestler. I mean, he's like the guy. He's like the ultimate leader. I was just never a big Undertaker fan. Just wasn't a guy that I gravitated to. And I like his movements and stuff in the ring. I also thought he knew how to tell stories, man. He would tell stories in those ring, and he was great in doing it. I just wasn't. Like, I watched that Shawn Michaels and Undertaker match, and I thought it was really good. It just, and granted, I wasn't watching it when I watched it like a week ago, so I wasn't in it when everybody during the streak and all that stuff too. So it didn't have the same impact on me like it did everybody else. So I don't really put those matches in there, but I would put like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart in there, like the Iron Man match. But that's just a different school. Emily 23. Hey guys, in regards to yesterday's show, I feel that DDL is phenomenal for sure. What's DDL?
DDL. I don't know.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
There we go.
But when it comes to talent and skill, I think Christian Bale might be the greatest of all time. He's on another level. Well, I'm not going to disagree with you on that. He's really, really good. I don't know if I put him all the way over there. I wouldn't put him over on DDL yet. I don't think he has the.
Yeah, no, you couldn't.
Not yet. All right, guys, listen. Today was thanks for sticking with us. It was one of those shows I have to figure out, because the Schmobot's down again, and then the super chat's not registering. We're still getting these alerts when they pop in. So I'm gonna figure it out with the tech team. Thanks for sticking around with us today. It was a shorter show, but we got something out there for you, and we got a chance. So the Hunger Games prequels. I'm gonna change this title anyway. I'm gonna change it to the Mandalorian, and we talked about that anyway.
Yeah.
So I'll put that in there for you. But I don't know if there's anything else that you guys want to talk about before we take off. I can do that for you. Just it's a bummer. It's a bummer today because I was excited about talking about the directors, but we'll do that tomorrow for you for sure. So please come in and all the questions obviously that came in for the directors today, we'll answer those tomorrow. So I promise we're not going to leave you hanging unless there's anything else that you guys want. Yes. We're going to try to figure this out.
By tomorrow, I'll get the lyrics for Frag Rock, and I'll be able to do it.
Please do.
All the way through.
Yeah. Thanks again for joining us here, guys. We will see you. We'll see you tomorrow on the show. Really appreciate it.